Hi, it's Chef Jenny Ross here for Be Well at the Tribest Kitchen. I'm so excited to share with you today one of my favorite things in raw foods preparations, and that is wraps. Wraps are an easy way to go ahead and set up your kitchen with a staple that you can use all month long, really. Today I'm going to be using the Sedona Express, which features 11 trays of drying capacity. This is an easy recipe that you can duplicate and fill up your entire dehydrator with and use for a few weeks at a time. Once they're prepared, they're completely dry and you can store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator for a few weeks. This is an awesome way to get your kids more involved with plant-based living foods as well. You can see here that today we're going to do a garden pesto roll-up with ours once they're all prepared. And this is an easy fill your own wrap. And so it's a good way to start getting more plant-based living foods in. Now with wraps, you have a few things you need to be aware of. One thing is you want to make sure that your batter for your wrap is nice and evenly spread out. So I'm going to show you in just a minute, once we make the wrap, all the magic that goes into making these nice and pliable. So for this one especially, we're going to be using flax as the base. And today I'm going to go ahead and first grind the flax into a meal. You can use dark or golden flax, either one will work. I'm putting it right into the Dynablend clean. Now the Dynablend has this beautiful glass canister which helps keep your food clean, right? It also has a stainless steel blade assembly that allows you to make sure that your food is not coming in contact with any toxic chemicals like you would have with, let's say, a plastic blade assembly, right? And then I'm also using a stainless steel scoop. The great news about this is when we're ready to add spices in, we can measure and just drop it right in. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Let's get started. Let's turn it on. Now you can see with the high horsepower of the Dynablend Clean, I was able to grind up some meal in just a few seconds, and that's perfect for this wrap. I'll go ahead and pull off the blender and take that utility scoop and put it right under the blades to make sure I have no flax seeds stuck down below. We'll just go right around. There we go. What a nice feature to be able to get down underneath those blades. Now what we'll do is throw in some fresh zucchini, or you could use yellow squash for this recipe as well. We've got some nice moisture content and fiber for this wrap right here in the squash. And one of the things that I love about this is you can pretty much get organic squash year-round most places. So this is a great go-to ingredient when you're at the farmer's market in the grocery store. Throw that in and add the moisture. Now flax, as soon as moisture comes in contact with it, will start to become a little bit gelatinous. So once you add the water in, you want to make sure you blend pretty quick. Let's add the water in and get it back up on the blender. This batter is going to be nice and thick and easy to spread, and also very versatile. Once you've got that blended up, you have a nice thick batter that you can use for your wraps. So you can see how well everything is combined in here now. Now the longer this sits, the thicker it's going to get. So if you want yours to be even thicker, like let's say you'd rather your wrap be a cracker or something like that, you can let it sit for about 15-20 minutes before spreading it out. But for our soft, pliable wraps, we want to get them on the tray right away. Now today, I'm using a Tri-Flex sheet. I have it on top of a silicone mat right on top of the Express tray. This is how I load it up and get it ready to go. Now this is a reusable sheet, and I can go ahead and pop it in the dishwasher if I'd like, or just wash it off really quickly in the sink. The nice thing about the Tri-Flex drying sheet is that the wrap won't stick to it. So once it's dry, I can just lift it right off. Now these wraps are going to take 8 to 12 hours to dry, just depending on the moisture content and everything that goes in to the drying process. With the dehydrator, you know that you're drying using a fan, rotating warm air over your food product. So we're literally removing the moisture. That's why drying times can sometimes vary. Now with this particular wrap, you see I have it right here on my tray. I'm going to use the utility scoop right here just to spread it evenly out over the tray. This is the nice thing about some of the features of the Dynablend Clean especially. You have very little cleanup when you're done with this particular project. That makes it easier to facilitate more often. Now I've gone ahead and spread it over most of the tray, and you'll see I have some uneven surfaces. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and use the scoop now to scoop that right off and take a little bit of moisture off of the tray. I don't want it to be too thick. When I'm done, I want it to be about 1/4 inch thick, even all the way around. So we'll go ahead and push it out to the corners now. Once you have it in the dehydrator, it'll shrink away from the corners just a little bit. So make sure you have an even drying surface so that you don't have any uneven parts to your wrap. One great thing about a basic wrap recipe like this is you can change it up however you'd like. Add some fresh basil in, maybe some chili powder or curry, and you can create a lot of different flavors to draw from all week long. Once you have the wrap all evenly spread out, you can go ahead and put it in the Sedona Express. So let's go ahead and pop it in and then see how it is once we get it done. The Sedona Express is so easy to use. I just open the glass door and slide in my wrap. These stainless steel trays are easy to clean, very durable, and of course, nice and clean. So once you have your wrap in, now it's time to set the dehydrator up for your drying time. Once we have the wrap in, we're going to go ahead and set the mode to raw mode. This is a special feature of the Sedona Express, so we can make sure that our product stays nice and enzyme rich. Then we're going to set the temperature to 118 degrees and the time up to 8 hours for our minimum drying time for this. And then we'll hit start. Once your wrap is done drying, you can remove it from the Sedona Express, cut it up, and put it in the refrigerator for easy storage in an airtight container. Then you can use it to make all different types of foods. Let me show you one easy, simple favorite that we do in our home. I'll go ahead and take the wrap out of the dehydrator. And remove it from the Sedona Express. So we have the wrap and we can easily lift it off the Triflex sheet. We have a beautiful wrap there that I can cut down into all different types of pieces. Now if I let this wrap go just a little bit longer, maybe another 20-30 minutes, it'll get actually crunchy, okay, like a cracker. So we want to make sure we pull it out in advance if we want it to be nice and pliable. If you do want a cracker, I recommend spreading them a little bit thicker and then cutting them as soon as they're done drying. They make excellent crackers for dips and spreads, so it's a good way to get 2 uses out of 1 recipe. Today, I'll show you a very easy way to use it. We have some pre-cut slices we'll just pull out, and I'll coat one of these with some basil hummus. Right down the middle. This is our basil hummus garden wrap, a very easy go-to snack in our household. And it's easy to modify for all different types of enjoyment. I love to put in some sweet root vegetables, maybe grab some beets for color and additional flavor, and then some fresh greens right down the center. So we'll just roll this up and enjoy this as a quick, easy snack or entree on the go. This is what I love so much about plant-based living foods. A simple wrap recipe and you have an easy meal on the run. Well, I hope you guys had a great show and we'll see you next time at Be Well from the Tribest Kitchen. Enjoy!